All right, we are testing a new feature we have deployed to our local-only VAPI voice management system, and that is prompt compress. Compressing prompts isn't just about reducing the size, it's about reducing size and keeping the call integrity. Prompts are designed to keep the call structure together. So we want to reduce the prompt size as much as possible without losing the integrity. So what does this process involve? We have the original agent with the original prompt and we do a test call. And then we use our feature which collects the call information from Langfuse and VAPI. And then we run the compression skill on the agent. This skill sets outcome targets such as reduced by 10%, and there are various other outcome targets to set. And then we promote that prompt to VAPI, and we do another loop, which is then to run another test call, collect the call information, and from this point, we now generate a report, and we publish the report to a public environment. So that's the process we're going to be going through. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so we are going to test our agent. Our agent is Miles. Miles is the production agent, and Miles Jr. is the testing environment. So Miles Jr., and we contain our tests to a happy path, and this is the happy path that we're going to use. That we use this path for each test so that we have some sort of base to compare. We're going to just do a web call.
Hello, you're speaking with Patrick Michael's virtual assistant. How can I help you today?
What do you do?
Right, we help small and medium businesses use practical AI to improve customer conversations and internal productivity. We build custom voice agents for things like appointment booking and intelligent message taking, and we design automations that reduce admin and organize work more efficiently. Is there a particular problem you're looking to solve?
Do you integrate with CRM?
Okay, we can integrate with CRM systems through tools like Make.com, N8, and Cal.com, and Ohio. Is there a specific CRM you have in mind?
Can you give me an idea of costs?
Right, pricing is quotation based because it depends on the setup and the type of agent you need. If you'd like an actual quote, I can pass a message to Patrick to call you back. Would you like me to do that?
Yes, let's leave a message.
Great, I'll let Patrick know you're looking for pricing and next steps. What's your first name?
Colin.
Thank you, Colin. Please can I have your last name?
Smythe.
Thank you, Colin. The number you're calling from is withheld. What number would you like us to call you back on?
082 777 777.
Thanks, Colin. Let me read that back to you slowly, one digit at a time. 082777777. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Colin. I have noted your request and will pass your message on to the team. We will get back to you shortly. Have a great day.
Okay, so that was the call. As we can hear, there is significant latency, especially on the tool call. So there is quite a lot of work to do here. So that's our first call, and let's move on with the process. So the one thing we need to extract at this point is the call ID. So we just go across to logs, and there's the ID, and we just copy that. Okay, so we have the call ID, so let's prepare our environment. What we now do is enter into the prompt compression process, set the baseline files. So basically what we do there is we create a snapshot of what exists, and then set the base for the test. And then we create the files that we're going to use in the call collection. And then we get the call information from VAPI and Langfuse. And here we create a report. And then we run the compress skill, and we will have the results for review. And if we are happy, we then promote the prompt, and we then go into our second test call. So we have, I have done already this. I've set the baseline files, and we've created the file to use for the collecting of the call information. So we're going to start here, and we're going to start there, and then we're going to, continue there. So let's jump in. The first thing we are going to do is we're going to get the call information from VAPI and Langfuse. So to do that, we run this script here. off it goes. I'm going to pause the video while it's doing that. Okay, so the test is run, and we will see that the files for the pre-test exist. There is the call ID, and here are our call reports that we have. We're not going to look at them now because these are used in the actual compress. So we know that we've got the call information. We're now going to run the skill that actually does the compression. Compress for pass number 2. And we just copy our prompt and paste it into our LLM, and I'm using Codex, and we are using GPT 5.6 Sol. All right, and we run it and off it goes, and I will pause the video. So it tells us it's using the prompt compressor skill. Okay, so the skill has run, and what it does is it first outputs results for us to review, and if we are happy with the process, we then approve it, and it actually writes the files. So as you can see, it gives a pretty comprehensive report. I'm not going to go through all of it. If you want assistance with your prompt compression, just contact me on the link below, and we can have a chat. But it gives a very detailed breakdown of what it's doing, where it's compressing, and why. A pretty amazing report, very thorough. Yeah, I mean, this report is actually pretty amazing. It blows me away every time I see it. The tokens it's going to trim, that's the token target we're going for. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to approve this. And now what it's doing is it's creating backups. It's writing these files and the report to the local drive. Okay, so here we have proof that our target has been hit, and what actually happened here was the skill did a couple of iterations. The first pass, it exceeded the target budget, and it came back and revised, and now we are within our target, which is absolutely amazing. So the process is complete, and let's just have a look at the output here. Baseline. That's where we started. That's where the prompt ended up. We reduced it by 414 tokens, 10%, and prompt formatting has passed. Also, what this skill does is it proposes evals and simulations that we can spin up to test this environment. So if we go look at the files, here are proposed evals that we can promote, or proposed simulations. These evals I've actually promoted, so we can use these to now test the second pass. Really, all we got to do now is have a look through these documents, and if we are happy, then promote the new prompt to Miles Jr. and run a test call, which we will do shortly. Okay, let's deploy Miles Jr. So let's go across to VAPI and have a look. We will do a test call to our happy path, and let's give it a call. And this is just a straight web call.
Hello, you're speaking with Patrick Michael's virtual assistant. How can I help you today?
What do you do?
We help small and medium businesses use practical AI to improve customer conversations and internal productivity. We build custom voices for things like appointment booking and intelligent message taking, and we also design automations that organize web reviews. Is there a particular area you're hoping to improve?
How do you integrate with CRM?
Okay, yes. When it's part of the product scope, we integrate voice agents with CRM systems through tools like Make.com, NATing.com, or What CRM are you using at the moment?
Can you give me an idea of cost?
Well, pricing is quotation-based because it depends on what the agent needs to do and what it must integrate with. Would you like Patrick to prepare a quote for you?
Yes, I'm present. To send you a message. Can I leave a message, Patrick?
Right, you leave a message. I'll let Patrick know you would like a quote and that you want him to send you a message. Is there anything specific you'd like to add?
No, that's all good, thanks.
Well, please can I have your first name?
It's Colin.
Thank you, Colin. Please can I have your last name?
Smythe.
Thank you, Colin. The number you're calling from is withheld. What number would you like us to call back on?
082-777-7777.
Let me read that back to you, Colin. 082-777-7777.
Yes, correct.
Thank you, Colin. I have noted your request and will pass your message on to the team. We will get back to you shortly. Have a great day.
Right. That was significantly better than the pre-prompt compress call. There's still a few issues we need to resolve there. Well, actually, there's quite a bit to do still, but that call sounded a lot better than the pre-call. So let's just go get the call ID, and we will continue with the process. Okay, so we're going down a similar process where we create the test files that are going to be passed. and that will now get the evidence for a post call. 3732 is the new token size. And yes, the results are in. So there is the post call evidence that has come in. We're now going to do final bit, generate the comparison between pre and post. So I'm going to pause and get everything ready for that. So copy that, and we will push this into our LLM, and we wait for that to cook. And this is pretty good. It picked up that we had we were writing to the wrong path, and the skill actually picked it up, and it asked us to confirm. Okay, and there the post compression report has been written. We would now spend some time going through that, but based on the call, it actually passed the happy path, and it's given us the bytes, the measured token, statistical comparisons, pre-compress, call duration, cost, latency. Wow, look at that. Latencies come down, fantastic. Same chat completions, slight increase in the query tool. Now, the query tool we're going to be working on because we're going to be spending some time on knowledge retrieval. So I'm not too worried about this. Is unacceptable. We can mitigate this with messages and things, but really what we want to do is get that time down, and we have some strategies in place. It's given some cost breakdown. Oh, this is really, really detailed. Behavior, withheld branch, that's fine. Yeah, this is all looking very good. And so again, little spoiler, little preview on testing this prompt compress. I'm very, very excited about the way this is going. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.